People, big, small, medium in size, adults, toddlers, children, but all are humans, have different cultures. Gujarati, Punjabi, Marathi, but all are humans, have different food habits, vegetarians and non vegetarians, but all are humans.
My name is Mayuri and I teach them expedition. The topic of our expedition was poetry, poets and becoming writers. And the theme for today is colors. We had two guiding questions based on the name of the expedition. Poetry was the first part, poets and becoming writers naturally became the second part. Love That Dog talks about the story of a boy named Jack. He is learning poetry for the first time, just like grade 4 was looking at poetry for the first time. Both of them, all of them were blank slates, and each as surprised as each other when they found out that they have to learn about poetry for around 2 to 3 months at a stretch.
Jack was the main character in our anchor text, Love That Dog, who wrote an amazing poem inspired by different things. But he was not always a good poet. I enjoyed making the poems, and this actually needs a lot of vocabulary, words to make poems. I really enjoyed making different types of poems. It was really fun. Dog, black, white, barking, jumping, slobbering, sad, happy, crying, pet.
Poetry is not just rhyming words. Poetry can be anything. Inspiration can be found in anything that is around us, from the smallest objects to nature. They were ready to go. So throughout the expedition, they maintained a poetry journal. Sometimes I used to give them prompts. I used to encourage them to write about whatever inspires them, whatever they like, things they like to eat, things they like to play with. And sometimes they took it upon themselves to find inspiration and write something.
I inspired this poem by seeing many colors in the nature and at my home. I was just looking around and rain came to my mind, so I was like, why not make poetry of rain? In Goa, there is sea, nature, and so many structures, and I love all that three. That's why I choose to write the poem of Goa.
The second guiding question was what inspires poets to write poetry, or what inspires authors to write? And we had another smaller anchor text for this. It was a biography of William Carlos Williams called A River of Words. And the book itself is full of imagery, it has a lot of pictures. Apart from that, we also had an expert who, again, she spent some time with the children. They also had to present a presentation through which they would be able to show people what was the inspiration. So all of us worked together on Canva, and they were able to put their poetry, their poems on Canva, and also elements around their poems, pictures or doodles and other things which showcase the people, which showed the people what the poem was inspired from.